Thank you, StreamYard.
My pocketbook is empty and my heart is full of pain. I'm 1,000 miles away from home, just waiting for a train.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 90th installment of the Hot Mess Express with the lovely Miss Didi from Didi's Spenden and I, Roxy from Foxy's Fishes. Thank you all for joining us this evening. I'm sure we're going to have a heck of a hot mess for you tonight, as always. So thank you, guys. How are you doing this evening?
Already.
Always. So how are you doing this evening, Miss Didi?
Doing good. Been busy, but you know.
Yeah, been another long week today.
It's right. And they get, even though they're long, they're so fast.
I know. I really think like they're taking hours away from the days as we get older, and they're just not telling us about it. It's a conspiracy. It's a cover up.
I wanted a nap.
We're spinning when we need them.
I never got it.
Oh my goodness. Lazy. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yes. I'm just so like literally I'm a little bit brain dead because I'm so tired. But I have some fantastic news. I get a little bit of a break now because finally, thank you. All the baby axolotls are all willingly eating pellets. Oh my goodness, it makes me so happy. That's less mess. That's less cleanup. That's less feedings. That's less fighting. That's just more easement. So like they're still getting bloodworms too, but they're also getting supplemental pellets, which means less cost because last week alone we spent $65 on bloodworms just feeding those guys. And the pellets are like considerably less expensive. So I can save a little bit more money that way. So I'm excited about that. I'm just so excited that they're finally bumped up to, no, we're just eating bloodworms too. Yeah, we'll try something else. So I'm happy about that.
Well, just everybody, if you don't know, this is how she does all the fish. So when you get a fish from her, it wasn't like, okay, let me just feed it all I need to get it ready to sell. No, she feeds them.
No, we spoil them rotten. We spoil them rotten. We make sure that they're socialized so they're not skittish. I mean, if they're naturally skittish fish, there's nothing we can do about that. They're going to hide. But we give every fish lots of love and attention and try to socialize them, hand feed them as much as possible, and the axolotls as well. And they do very good with that. And I mean, happier pets, socialized pet fish make for better pets. So that's what we aim for is happier, healthier experiences with your pet.
Yeah, especially
Your fin children. Yeah,
'cause they're
axolotls. Yeah, because they live 10 to 15 years. So you want something that's going to like you for a while. So.
So if they don't like you, do they do the fingers? Like,
Well, what they'll do is if they haven't been socialized, they'll be a little more wily. So if you have them on fine sand, they'll always like be stirring up the tank, trying to get away from you when you decide to walk in the room and feed them. They'll always be trying to run away. They'll always shy away from you. But sometimes you can work through that with them if they're still a bit on the younger side. If they're still like under like 3 years, you might still be able to socialize them through feeding and light training. But they're still going to be a little bit more wily, so that just makes it a little more difficult. And then they don't want to really want to be with you. Whereas like for Duke, for example, I raised him first hatching from Miss Susie Q. He's a total water puppy, and I fully believe if he could find a way to stay out of that tank and walk over to me, he would be next to me all day long. He's very much a little water dog, and he just always wants my attention. He likes pets. He just always just likes the attention, and that's the difference where he seeks out love and affection, not just food. He likes love and affection, whereas the leucistic adults that I have that weren't so social, they're a little more wily. They don't really care to interact with you as much unless they're hungry.
Well,
Okay.
maybe Brian could build you a 200-gallon. And that way you could get in there and swim with him sometimes.
Well, with the amount of fish tanks we're collecting, I mean, we're going to have a pretty big enough body water to do that eventually. I think he just went to the pet store to pick up another one.
Another tank?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, we need some expanding tanks for some growth. But before we get any further, because it's already 6:08, let me pop out the participant list and say hello to all those who have joined us in chat so far. So let's get on over here. Pop this out. Here we go. I'm taking on Austin's songs now. I've been watching Fantastic Freaks building his 5'10" lately, and it's late at night, and when he's like scrolling through the chat, yeah, I get that song stuck in my head, and I will be singing it to myself often.
That's an awesome time.
Whenever. Yeah, yes, it is. That's gonna be so cool for his puppers. Love that. Okay, but back to chat. And here we go. Hello and welcome to 3G, Anthony's Fishy Friends, Big Shrimpin, aka Steve C, Bigfoot Fish Tank, Bunny Viper Aquatics, Keeper Aquatic, Dee Dee's Fin Den, Fish on Tanktix, Bapsy's Fishes, James H, there we go, Jen U, Coral Works, Mark Strilson, Master Aquatics, just called me Eduardo, Nathan Hovey, Getty Nona, Saints Dust Aquarium, Scuba Steve Vlog, Skull Aquatics, Guy Dancer, Vibes Aquatics, Yellowstone Aquatics. Welcome everyone and thank you for joining us. And I'm so happy I only started like 3 times. I did pretty good there. Yes, thank you for joining us this evening.
Oh, Silver away! He is so crazy.
Yes, right? Oh my goodness. So let me see. Scroll up in chat, see if we missed anything. I saw that earlier. Jen, you said that her little axolotl Jeremy is feeling so much better. I'm so happy to hear that. Jen, I'm happy to hear that my assistant was able to help solve his issue.
Hey, Muppet.
Hello, Muppet. Welcome.
And we had a new live stream pop up this week. Pelham's
Really?
Aquatics.
Really?
He was on a couple of days ago, and good Lord, Stubbs Aquatics was on there with him. Mark's Shrimp Tanks, I believe is his name, and Aquarium Daily. And it was just, this is my first one, and let's see how it works, and but it was awesome,
That stinks. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. I missed that. I'm gonna have to see that. But you caught it. It was a good one.
Yeah, it already started when I saw it, but it's like okay, so I went in and I was working in here, but it's like I ended up sitting there till the stream ended, pretty much.
Yeah.
Hot,
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. I have some nice tanks.
Nathan says he picked up some neon touchers and liquid birds for now, looking at the wood at the moment.
Oh, he's a tease. He's teasing me with wood. I bought some wood in a box this week.
Did you?
Yeah, I
Like,
ordered some off of Amazon.
oh,
It's
so
like,
like a bulk buy, and you don't know what you're gonna get until
yeah,
you
it
get
was
the
just two
box.
little pieces, you know. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, let me see. I just wanted to see how.
Mm.
Just wood. But it was nice and thick.
Yes.
But
Hello, snail sister. Welcome.
I just realized, I've been looking at thumbnail on my phone. I just
Mhm.
realized Lola's in the thumbnail.
You didn't realize that? Yeah. I
I
gave you
just saw
your
it a while
favorite.
ago.
I gave it your favorite hobby at the moment, which is your scrimpy as your head on your knee. And then I gave you your little Lola as your fishy. And I gave myself, because I've been driving myself with the axolotl babies. That's my baby on my knee. And then I have Gracie, my forever fish, at my feet. That's always trying to trip me and kill me. I thought it was very suiting.
I had to
That's,
screenshot it so I could show it to Butterfly and
yeah.
show
That's
what.
why I sent you it and asked you for your permission to see if you were okay with it.
And because it comes in so small, and maybe
Yeah.
I've been not wearing my glasses a lot because I have to do this to see through the bifocals, and your neck
Hmm.
gets sore. I
Yeah.
made me this stand to lift up my laptop, and I don't have to put the stereo system underneath it. But it's just right for looking,
Hmm.
but it's not right for reading. So
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. And Bunny says, Didi, I see you brought your guns.
yeah. What was it you said a while ago? Look like I had two hams or something.
Yeah, I said it looks like you have two hams fighting in your shirt tonight.
I feel like it too. It's like they're like all the way up here tonight.
Hello,
I
Coral. Welcome.
have a new chair, so I'm sitting back. Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah.
rides. It rides, y'all.
You're more comfortable now.
Oh heck yeah, I love this
Mhm.
thing. Haven't
And
fell
then
over yet.
awesome. And you haven't ejected yourself out of the top of it yet either. So yay. And Anthony asks, triple digits yet? Foxy's fishes on the fish tanks? No, not yet. But we are getting pretty darn close. What happens is when we're spawning out all the babies, we keep adding on more tanks to have them grow out. And as we sell them, we break them down. So our tanks are always in flux. We can go range from last year we're upwards of 80. I think right now we're currently at 30, maybe 50 at the moment, but we're always adding more. So it climbs and it goes back down. So ebbs and flows with the season. But I'm hoping to start getting some of these babies popping off more. We've had some things spawn, but I'm still waiting for especially a lot of the quarries to spawn. I know a lot of them are new, but they're about a year old. They should be ready to start popping off, and we're just waiting for them to give us some babies. We had a storm pass over last night. The water's a little bit cooler today. We're going to do a lightning storm sequence with all the lights later because all the lights are synced up for that. So all the lights in the fish room will sync to a lightning storm and see if that puts them in the mood to do a little something. I'm hoping.
Cool.
Big fingers crossed.
I wonder if fish see it or if they hear it or a combination of both.
I think it's a little bit of everything. The pressure, the sound, the vibration to their lateral lines,
Because you
the
can
light.
have music that has the storm sounds.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Or I could just play a storm
Yeah.
for them. Because we had a snowstorm, so it doesn't sound like rain here, but same
I used
pressure.
to have a CD back when CDs were hot.
Mm-hmm.
It was.
So that's what I call music.
It sounded real. It's like that. Well, you had your stereo cranked up a little bit. It almost scared you sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, and I don't think I'm missing anything in chat. Oh, so this weekend, we actually auctioned off our first baby axolotl from the Axolotl Watch 2022 on Kaler's Aquatics channel for Mike's Aquatics and Things fundraiser auction. So little Miss Jeffrey Star is going home to Scuba Stevo's Aquatics in just a few weeks when the temperature is just right. We're waiting for it not to be below 32 at night to send her out so she's nice and safe. So I'm so excited. The very first baby is going out to Scuba Stevo, and I'm so excited. Thank you so very much for supporting Mike's Aquatics and Things on Kaler's auction. And if you guys don't know, Mike's Aquatics and Things has been struggling a little bit lately. And since I'm not good with words, I asked Didi to explain it best. If you wouldn't mind.
Mike had a medical issue or issues that happened all at one time, compounded, and it put him out of work, put him in the hospital. I want to say for about a month.
Mm-hmm.
And I might be wrong on my dates, but it seems like that's what I remember. And he can't get clearance to go back to work with whatever the issues are. And of course, it's none of my business what what issues are, but he does need some help. He's working on getting towards disability, but it takes time. So
Yeah.
Bob Kaler, Tea and Fish Mafia, did a little fundraiser thing for him the other night, and to help him out, to help tie him over. So if anybody wants to, we would appreciate it. He's Fish Fam, and he's helped others, and he could use the help now. And it's a very awkward situation to be in. Nobody wants to be in it.
And I think I did it right. Did I drop a link? Did I mod properly?
Yes, you did.
Woohoo! Hopefully it works.
She's on the way to being a mod. But it was. Thank you, Foxy, for donating Jeffree Star. And there was a couple of gift cards, and there was actually 3 or 4 gift cards, if I remember. And some people just gave money without buying anything.
Yes.
And had a little auction, and it was, it was nice, and he was very quiet, but I would
very appreciative.
I would cry, if that was out there. I don't know that I'd have the guts to sit there, but that took a lot. But if you can help him, please do so.
He would greatly appreciate it. It would definitely help him get through his hard times until he could get on better shoring. So if you guys can, or even if you're not able to donate, if you can spread the word to other people, maybe they can. And every little bit counts. So even if it's like $1 is more than he had before. So it'll greatly help, guys. Any little bit will help.
And a lot of people have done the buy a coffee thing, whatever he has that. And and if 10 people buy him a cup of coffee, that might buy groceries for a few days.
Exactly.
So,
or pay his electric bill or something like that. Just help him out.
So. I'm so thankful that I'm not in the spot that he's in, because from what I understand, medical reasons are why most people end up going into bankruptcy later in life. Because you get older, and lots of times you get sicker, and you can't go work and pay those bills. You just can't.
No, you can't. They expect you to still pay them while you're actively recovering or going through whatever it is.
Maybe not can recover. Enough. So it's happened to a lot of people. And that's a fear. It's always a fear.
It is.
When I was getting to retirement, I thought, well, please don't let me lose out right now and get sick and not be able to get my retirement.
Yeah. Hello, Harley. Welcome. Harley Parsons. Welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. Hello, Rico. Welcome, lovely. Nice to see you in here this evening. I'm so excited to say we are going to the Clash. We bought the tickets. We booked our room. It's a done deal. We're going. I'm so excited. So excited. Now I know y'all are tired of hearing about it, so I'll try not to talk about it too much, but I'm just over the moon about it. I'm just so happy about it. Literally for like the first 3 days I just cried. Every time I thought about it, I just cried. I was just so happy. Oh my goodness.
Bunny, you have to focus on your fish tanks. Focus on your fish tanks, Bunny. Look at my eyes, Bunny.
Oh my goodness. Alrighty, and it just jumped all the way to the bottom. So let's see what happens when we go back up. If I missed anyone, I'm sorry.
And see,
I don't think
that's the sentiments exactly. That's just exactly how it works right there. Just like that,
Yeah. Trust me, for someone who's been through a lot of medical stuff, it's not cheap. it can end up bankrupting you, and you can end up like needing help with stuff. So like it really is a risk. But even if you're well off and you have things set, um, it only takes like one really bad accident or one really bad illness to just take you back down to negative.
Yeah.
So
$50,000 hospital bill takes away a lot of years of
yeah.
savings.
Yeah, like my C-spine surgery alone was $184,000. So like surgeries, medical bills, medical stays, costs like that. That's not cheap. Sometimes like a hospital stay can be like upwards of $6,000 a night if you need to do that.
Yeah.
I'm never going to be able to retire. Same sentiment exactly before. That's why you gotta love what you do, so you die doing what you love.
Yeah, I mean, some people don't get to
Exactly
live to
funny.
retire, or they retire and bam. My mother got one or two. I think the second one she didn't get to spend it. She only spent the
Mm,
first one. The second one she didn't get to spend. She died. She
yeah.
worked all of her life in hard jobs. Hard jobs. She didn't sit behind a desk.
Yeah. Kitty says her husband can't retire for another decade because of her medical. Thankfully, he thinks I'm worth it. You are worth it,
Sure.
Kitty. He loves you. You are worth it. We all love you.
Just gotta keep him alive.
Exactly.
Take good care of your man.
Hmm.
And as I got older, I said, I needed to add some weight on because my job then is if me and my partner were walking,
Yeah.
we tripped and fell. It's my job to land first so I can, cushion his fall so he can get up and go to work next day. That was my thought process.
Oh, goodness. Craig says he's going to be working from his grave at this point, and Mark says that thank the baby Jesus I live in civilized country. He's in Australia, right?
See, look.
Okay. The
There you
civilized country where even the trees try to kill you.
go. Frank said he's going to be working from his grave.
Yeah, goodness.
He'll be doing water changes down there. That boy does water changes all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
Hi, Vinoski.
Hello, Vinoski. Welcome.
So, anything new happen in your neck of the woods?
We started putting together the movable rack for whether it's the axolotl grow outs or fry, whatever we need it for. We started putting that together. So Brian's been putting out a few teaser shorts of it, of like when he like drilled all the containers and when he cut all the wood. Right now we're actually testing some of the containers for their water fastness. So that's very exciting. We've had like our Aves Creek Bosemani and our toothpick fish have been settling in very nicely. We did lose one of the Aves Creeks in shipment. The other guy wasn't doing the hottest, but he's definitely come around. Like he's lost his shimmies. There was a little white patch that was on his caudal that's a lot less pronounced now, and he's doing a lot better. So that's good. But unfortunately, we've lost one crocodile toothpick fish since then. But all the other ones are doing fantastic. I understand it was a little harder shipment. We told Dan's took care of us, no problem. So, and all the other fishies are doing good, and they're all fat and happy and healthy and sassy. So I'm happy that they're all settled in now. Let's see. Also, we posted the baby axolotls locally on our Craigslist. And this weekend, we are going to be posting the baby axolotls on our Get Gills for reserve purchases. So if anyone is interested, and we're only doing that because it's been such a popular demand to do that. We've had a lot of people ask us if they can reserve one. So we're going to do it that way, and that way it's easier to track the list when it's populated to do it that way. So
in chat, in several streams asking
yeah.
like that. Yeah.
So we'll be posting the reserve for that this weekend, and we will not be posting any other fish or anything else to the beginning of spring when temperatures are correct for the fish. But the reserves for the axolotls, because people just want to pick out their babies and have them to call their own. We're going to be putting that up on the Good Hills this weekend. Let's see.
They don't get a collar. A little pink collar for this one and a green collar for that one, like little puppies.
I know, that would be so cute though, but they would just eat it off of each other because I know how they are. So this is one more reason to bite each other. Let's not do that, shall we? Let's see what else. The containers. The furnace is fixed. He came like 3 times that one day. It took like 2 months to fix it. It's been working every day since last week, so that's exciting. The furnace is finally fixed after 2 months.
Ooh.
Yes, now we don't have to worry about that anymore. And I got the electricity bill, and all I have to say is ouch. But I'm just so happy the furnace is fixed, so we'll worry about the other things like later.
Was it as bad as you thought, or almost as bad as you thought, or worse?
Worse. It was worse than I thought. So, yeah, but not too much worse. So, all right. Like I left myself a little cushion in my brain, so like I was like, okay, this is what I'm gonna set it to be. Me think is the worst amount, but actually prepare for it to be a little bit worse because I'm like anxiety ridden, and that's what I do. Just plan for the plan for the plan for the plan. So. I was prepared for it. So it was not as bad as it was worse than I expected, but not as bad as like we'll be okay. Okay. But at least we don't have to run the space heaters anymore, so next month will be a lot less reduced. So it'll be covered. And I think that's about it. Just we're trying to get some babies to spawn. We're rearing up the babies that we have here. We're doing a lot of rearranging with the axolotls. We have racks being built and musical tanks being played all day long. There's always something fishy going down here. Did you just give the fishy a kiss?
I've heard that before somewhere.
So yeah, it's just a lot of rearing and moving and just getting stuff ready to go here. And we still have to get our vending table for the cataclysm, but they finally fixed the website now that the ACA is involved, so we can now get our vending booth and have all that done as well. So that's probably the next thing I'll be doing. And then, so we'll be vending at the cataclysm, but we'll just be attending the clash. And that's good enough. I'm just so excited going. So what has been going on?
Scotty's not giving up on this question.
Is the rumor true? Love is returning to the clash. This time not an engagement, but a wedding. Well, Scotty, we're not even engaged.
Get married, Scotty.
Yeah, we can't get married. We're not engaged.
Or maybe Scotty's hinting around that he's going to get married. Maybe.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Scotty, did you find love? Did our Christmas song work?
He's been looking for love, and we talked about it.
Jen says, I know you sell fish, but do you have any chicken eggs? And Jen, actually, for like the past 3 weeks, our chickens have not laid one single darn egg. Seriously, when they're like $6 a dozen right now, they're like, nope, we're on strike. But it's the time of the season, so.
Like, you want an egg, you do it.
Exactly. Like before, they were just pooping them outside to let them freeze outside of their hutch, and now like they won't even make them inside their hutch. So they'll do it when they're ready.
Yep. Oh, no, she's gone. Whoa.
Oh, I disappeared. Look at that. Fancy.
And you're right back.
Oh, goodness. My internet does what it wants. I downloaded Camo today. I tried that out for the first time, but then I realized I need to fix my mic situation for the bad echo. So hopefully next week I'll have everything a little more streamlined set up so I can finally use that awesome microphone I got for Christmas. I can't wait to not sound like I'm in a tin can or super overly loud over you. So I'd like to be a little more fine-tuned.
Anthony said he heard that chicken food can be the issue. He would try switching their food.
Chicken food. Maybe we give them a varied diet, and they get a lot of everything. So I don't know. I don't know if there's much different we can give them that they don't already get. We spoil everything. The cats are fat. The dog can barely walk. The fish are basically just can't swim.
I can remember my
And the
grandmother.
chickens can barely stand.
She would leave the biscuit pan on the oven, and then
Yeah.
at dinner she put certain scraps on it, and then she'd take out there, fling it in their little. They had probably 100 chickens, but they had this big old wooden feed trough looking thing,
Hmm.
and she fling it in there, and they ate everything off the table that she put on that thing. I'm sure
Hmm.
she didn't do meat, but I can remember her baking their eggshells. So we
Hmm.
put that out there too for them to eat to get the
Well,
calcium
yeah,
and
when they
stuff.
were producing too many eggs in the summer and we couldn't get rid of them fast enough, they were getting them mixed back up in their meal as well. And they do get a lot of calcium. They eat a lot of ram's horn snails, and they absolutely go crazy for it.
Oh,
And if I've noticed since we started feeding them ram's horn snails, you have to hit that egg 2 or 3 times before that sucker will crack. They are extra, extra thick shells now. Mark
yeah.
says chickens regulate their laying according to daylight length. Oh, well, that's good to know, Mark. So, like I was thinking to season maybe.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind
Mm.
having chickens, but I know where we live, it would just be inviting the critters further up in the yard because we have
Yeah,
woods on our
yeah.
property, and we already deal with enough livestock at night, wildlife
Hmm.
in the yard.
Well, we call them security chickens for a reason. Nobody leaves here uninspected. Every vehicle is picked clean. Every person is fought
Yes,
with, and sometimes Butch will carve his name into the side of your van like Vision learned. So
I guess you have to have a special place to park a new car.
you can't, they'll find you.
Like I saw you take that thing around the barn. I'm gonna get it in just a second.
Yeah,
You can park in the
basically.
house.
He rules his whole space because like even when they're allowed out, like because right now they're locked up because it's cold, but when they're allowed out, he purposefully comes over and I'm the first thing he wakes up in the morning. Right over to the bedroom window. He knows I'm there and he just starts screaming at me. And we usually ends up in an argument.
When I saw that little funny thing, I sent it to you. It was like, that sounds like Butch. Except that chicken actually crawled across the covers.
Yeah.
In that person's
Yeah, I
ear.
was like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, that was so funny. The short that you sent me, the hopping across the covers, and then obviously, person rise up from the blankets, and then you see a plucked chicken hit a pan at a boil.
Jim derailed it.
Yes, chicken talk. It's okay. It's okay. It's
Uh,
still eggs of some sort.
oh, speaking of heaters, I added this one in this room here, the little heat
Hmm.
AC unit.
Yeah.
And actually, I was, like, oh gosh, I hate to see the light bill, but it has actually come down by adding this
Nice.
because the other one had to run so hard to try to warm up this end because it's so far away, and
Hmm.
it was added after the original heater thing and all that mess.
Yeah.
So it actually came down about $45. Now we've had
Mm.
some warm days, so it's sort of hard to tell, but
Yeah.
based on what I can figure, I'm saving about $45 by running this instead of that's hard because that can stay at 68 and this one stays at 73.
Yeah. Feed
And
the
it
ones you
stays
love,
like
Red Blazer. Is that
78.
so they can't run away?
That's right. You feed them, they'll stick around.
They'll have to roll away. But I was going to say yes, like upgraded appliances really are like money saving because they're energy saving. Like when we replaced our refrigerator last July, our electric bill just alone from the refrigerator went down $100 a month just from replacing that fridge. That was bananas. Mark,
Yeah.
I am talking chickens and no trains have been harmed here, Jen.
They're
The
grateful.
train never gets harmed, but it's always usually laying on its side.
Oh, there's Jeremy. Hi, Jeremy.
Yes, Cora, hello, Jeremy, welcome. Yes, Cora says calcium and fake lights, so they think it's warmer weather. Yes, Cora, they have lights, they have a heat lamp. They actually have like a whole house to themselves out there. They have windows in it and everything. So
Oh,
they're
wow.
spoiled. They're spoiled chickens. They have heated water. They're all good. They're just being Sassy and spoiled.
Budge wants to know who else loves watching Bonanza. I grew up watching Bonanza, and I have watched probably every episode they had like a million times. If it had a
Yeah.
horse in it, I was going to watch it.
Yeah.
And if it had a horse and a cowboy, I was going to watch it. If they had a horse and a farm and a cowboy, I was going to watch it. There you go. Had to watch Bonanza.
Oh, that's cool. My grandfather would put it on, and like I would sit there and like watch it with him because that was my grandfather. But I can't stand that stuff. I really can't
man.
take it. But
I love
I miss it watching it with him. But just like that's like a memory now. So like if I catch it on, like I'll stop and watch it for just a few minutes because it reminds me of Papa. But otherwise, like I can't tolerate that like Western. Not my jam.
Coming in late and coming in hot.
Hello, Kelly. Welcome. And if you guys don't know, Kelly is doing her live stream this evening right after us. And tonight it's going to be what? Going to be about the chemistry of soap. So that's exciting. You guys want to know how you get clean? Head on over to Kelly's and find out how to make it, how the chemistry of it works, and just figure it out. You don't think there's a lot to soap, but it's actually more magical than people realize. So it'll be a good stream. It is. And like bath bombs, and Kelly was telling me she's in another life. She used to make all these fancy sorts of soaps and bath bombs and things, which is really cool.
Yeah,
all that stuff is really cool. And I know there's some Fish Fam members that still do that, such as Swampy Acres. They also make, they use such a really good duo. I think they're Dua essential oils to make their soaps and all natural ingredients. So, and lip balms and things like that. So, yeah, those things are really cool. So, the stream that Kelly's doing this evening is going to be fantastic. Definitely check it out after us this evening, guys. Bunny says, don't break those.
Genetics. That was awesome.
Yes, I loved it. And Bunny says, don't break those eggs in front of the chickens. Sometimes they learn to destroy what they lay. Yes, Bunny, we don't do that. We bring the eggs in the house. We prepare their meal inside, and then it's brought out to them. I would not do that.
I would never stick my hand in it. I'd go to my grandmother to help her pick the eggs, and I would carry the basket because she would stick her hand in there and grab the eggs. And every once in a while, chicken would peck her, But I was always too scared to do it because I thought they were going to peck my hand off.
Wow, Bunny said she had 450 chickens at one point. Wow, Bunny.
Well, that might explain the address a little bit.
Her address is so fun. I can't announce it on live stream. If y'all know where Bunny lives, it is the most fascinating named address in the world. I love it.
Yeah, it's like,
I love it.
Where does Bunny live?
It sounds like it should be like part of a story. I love it. You don't forget it. I don't need to write it down. It's up here forever.
I know. I don't remember the town or whatever. I remember the street. Street name.
It all goes together.
Oh, I've got some news.
Yes?
Oh, I had 3 shrimp tanks that I found some babies in.
Yeah, which ones?
One of them was the Blue Shadow, the pure red line, the red crystals, I guess, and some fancy black tigers. And it was like, oh my God, they're like so teeny and the phone, I'll never even see it. But it was the cutest. And it's like, so the next day you look for them, but you won't see them for 3 or 4 days. And then they died, and then you'll see one. They're like, oh, they live. You get excited again.
That's so very cool. I'm so happy for you. Congratulations.
Yeah.
And those orange tangerine tigers you sent me have been making babies like non-stop. Like this 5.5 gallon for those few that you sent me is literally packed full of babies now. So that's exciting.
This 40, they're in a 10 up here, I think, or 8 or something like that. I think I put them all in those 2 tanks. Oh, no. I started a third one down there. Another 29's got some in it.
Nice.
So
now, are you
be selling shrimps?
Now, are you still are you mixing them with other like Neos, or are you leaving them separate now?
Now the tigers are in with They're in with Neos also, except for this one tank I have above my head. That's the only one that's Caradina water.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of them are in just regular tank water.
Yeah.
Um, and I just try to keep, make sure the KH isn't too much, but you need
Mm-hmm.
some for the Neos, So
Yeah.
everybody isn't going to do their best if you combine them, but
Mm.
as long as, I'm not raising shrimp to sell, so just if I get a little baby here or there, I'm just as happy.
Yeah.
And if I
Well,
get some, I
you're
might just
doing,
share some.
what you're doing is you're making incredible natural environments for these guys, and you're making them so happy that they're gifting you with more. So that's what you're doing. But now you're creating a problem. It's not a bad problem. You're creating a good problem of surplus. So now you need to figure out how to solve that problem. How are you going to move them
Oh, I
around?
know how to. I know how to solve it. Put a fish in there.
Oh goodness, no.
No, don't do that. I worked too hard not to do
Yeah.
it. So no, every one of these
Mm.
little things, I worry over every last little, and I spend at least 2 hours a night. That's probably why I have a headache every day, staring into the fish tanks,
Mm-hmm.
looking for a tiny sign of a shrimp that I hadn't seen before.
I can relate
How much?
that so much, especially because I've heard stories where they say like people that would like go turtling, the fishermen, like they would lose their eyesight from having to like look through the water their whole life. I feel like that's what's starting to happen to me. I can't see as sharply as I could a few years ago, and the only difference between now and then is I'm staring at a lot more fish tanks than I used to. So am I turtling myself?
Yes, you are. Well, you get better glasses. That's all it is. They just jack those little
I just got
lenses
these.
up.
These are brand new last week. Look how thick those Coke lenses are. I can't go any. Next is like legally
Hey,
blind.
well, they'll get more. But you remember that last shelf I put up with all my little pretties on it and everything?
Yeah.
And I said, I will not make it for tanks. Look at this.
Hmm. Hello, Dr. Anthony.
It
And
doesn't
you
have a light on it, but on the other side of that picture is a 2.5 gallon tank. It's like,
Didi.
daggone. I broke my own rule because I put a 5.5 gallon in its place. Now, once that tank gets seasoned, I'm going to move those back into the spot, but they'll have a tank that's 3 gallons bigger than what they were in.
Mm.
So, and I only have like six shrimp of that type. But I'm always trying to expand and go up bigger and try to get rid of these little tanks. But this week I have made 29 a shrimp tank. And I'm thinking of moving my pistos because they're not having babies. I think maybe the water's too soft for them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna put them in a tank that's not CO2'd and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Perfect for shrimp. It's just sitting all those plants in there and all that greenery. So that's probably becoming a shrimp tank because I got the 5.5. That's gonna be a shrimp tank, and I'm talking about specs for 2 tanks. I'm gonna make the first one, and if it don't break, I'll do the second one.
Yeah. And Eduardo's asking Didi, how many tanks are you up to now?
I counted them the other night, Eduardo, but I can't remember.
Hello, Red Blazer. Welcome. Okay, John came in as well. Welcome, John. And Kara Work says, Foxies, you have to keep in mind the reflections and looking up towards the tank lights, just like a horse is staring at a screen all day, right? Maybe polarized vision glasses for PPE. That's not a bad idea, Coro, because I'd like to preserve what little eyesight I have left as long as possible. That's not a bad idea. Thank you for that suggestion.
But and I've got another tank I'm going to make into a shrimp tank. That was just
nice.
a plant tank, so I gotta break it down. It has a lot of debris in there. But Mike M&C Aquatics, his father passed, and today was the service, and so
sorry, M&C.
He's in here hoping to get a little cheered up a little bit. So can everybody say a little something to Mike? Support him. That's a hard day. He lost his dad.
We love you, Mike.
If that's your last parent, I know that feeling because you kind of feel like a orphan for sure. But Oh, I do have some shrimp in my 60-gallon.
Do you? Which one?
Yep.
Because I know you have a variety.
I got some Aura Blues. That was new. I got those from Shrimp Envy.
Hmm.
And I have some, good Lord, oh God. What the heck are they? I've got them in several tanks. Can't think.
The tangerine tigers again?
No, the Aura Blues are in there, so I can't put the tigers in there.
Okay.
Because they're both serrata shrimp from what I've learned this past week. The never mind, forget it. But anyways, I got 3 of the 5 that I can mix. And I got my blue diamonds, my Neos, in today from Grant and Shelby.
Yeah.
So they'll be going in there once I get them acclimated. So that'll be 4. And then I'll just have to wait for some Mulawa shrimp. They can go. All 5 of those supposedly can go into a tank without any problems. Oh! And remember,
Nice.
I did the little longfin corridora eggs on a spoon.
Yes, the spoon babies.
And I thought I had 3 all this time, and I went to
Mhm.
scoop them out and put them in my new shrimp tank, and I had 8 of those little jokers.
You had 8?
8.
So exciting!
I never
Woo!
saw the tank, but once I started scooping, I saw, oh gosh, there's another one. Oh gosh, there's another one. Little
Well, the 3 you always saw were just 3 different ones every time. Interchanging. He would
Yeah.
say, slow these train down so I can hop aboard. Oh, come on, Scuba, hurry up. Choo choo.
Oh yeah, and shark fin dentures. Hello. Yeah, so it's been busy, and if anybody's seen my channel, I've been working on a few things. I've
Yeah.
made intro and learning how to work with the green screen. I love stuff like that.
Mm.
You know,
I
may
love
not get to use it, but I would hope to one day. I have to use it because I still have some giveaways I have to do that I owe from almost a year ago.
it's time to get on that, Didi.
Yes, like
and I'd be willing to come up with you. I don't know about green screen technology, but we have some Fish Fan members that are excellent at this kind of stuff. So I'm sure all we have to do is ask, and they'll help if we need.
Well, I've made some green screen videos, but I haven't done it as a live thing yet.
Yeah. I
So,
know that involves OBS or something like that, and I don't know. We should watch those nifty live stream videos that Steven made on how to do those things.
and I've got everything downloaded and all, but actually to do it,
Yeah, that's the thing. You
Jeremy,
can watch them all, but
I,
then putting it in practice.
in the very beginning, I did a giveaway, and then I said when I reach another number, I'll do another giveaway. And I had people go in. I made some videos, and you had to say certain words and blah blah blah. And I copied all those comments, and those are the people in the pool. Now there's one extra giveaway that'll go that whatever's in the chat that day, because since this went on so long ago. But I had my stuff ready, and then Eduardo got in a wreck, and things were messed up for him because he was having to share cars, and then we did the Vinay auction, and then we did the Fish Fam auctions, and it's just like it went from one to another, and then Christmas came around the corner, and school and all that. It just snowballed, and it's like, okay, where can I get in there? But it's like, I'm just gonna have to do it, and I'm about ready. So I'm about ready because I'm tired of trying to remember that I still got to do it, and I have paperwork right here beside me. So
yeah, well, if you're coming up on a year of needing to get it done, let's get it done. Let's get that off the checklist. Clear that up. Let's call it some spring cleaning, shall we?
And I might do a little live stream myself.
That'd be so cool. I'd love to see you up live streaming on your own channel. That'd be awesome.
I'm contemplating. Let's see, Bitches with Fitches.
Fishes with pitches.
I kind of got that off of Rico Stands Play on Fishy Business Channel.
Yeah.
He calls him Fishy Bish or something like that. It's like,
isn't it like Fisty Bish or something?
and Bex kind of gave me something. Hers was like with fishes. It's like, no, I don't want to go that way. I'll switch it up a little bit. And, so
I like it. It's very punny.
Yeah, Look, you're not going to get any informative information here. This is just entertainment purposes only.
Yeah, basically. Hello, Jeremy. Hello, the Oscars. Welcome. I think Jeremy was here. He said, I think Didi streams would be popular. Yes, I think they'd be super, super popular, Jeremy. I agree.
And there again, you got it. Fishes with fishes.
There we go. No, I love it. Then says yes, fisty bish. Oh, you guys, I'm doing an M&I giveaway soon when I hit 1K. It's amazing piece stand. Very nice, Craig. That'd be nice. How close are you to? I know you're above 900. How close? How far away are you now?
But and I don't know if this is the cause of it, but it seems like since the Christmas thing on Fish Fair and Christmas came about, everybody's channels are growing. I'm just saying. Just put it out there.
I'm not too far away from 1K myself. I think last I checked, I was at 827. So that's very exciting. Getting ever so much closer.
That's like a 200 and some growth just in that quarter, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was very fast. And what's really helping too is also those shorts, like putting out the shorts all the time using popular music. That gets you like between like 2 and 15 subs sometimes. Like it can be crazy. Like the most I've gotten from a single short was 15 subs. So, and most of them stuck. I think I lost 2 from that round. But they give you some, they take away, and then you make another short, and they give you some of them back. So it's slowly climbing. Finally.
I popped up to 355. I was struggling for 330 forever. Like
yeah,
get it, and then I go, they take it away, and then I get it, and then they take it away. And I just like, I don't really care. You know, I'm not trying to get to 1K or anything. But, it's still fun to see the number climb. If you
is.
Just so it don't have to go but one a month. Just so it just goes up and not down.
Just like also, I like when I release a short, watching the numbers climb when it's first released, watching how many views it gets. Like, that's fun. Brian and I both like to watch the numbers climb or not do anything.
Y'all have done some fantastic shorts too. I mean, whatever you do, your camera or whatever on your videos is just phenomenal.
Thank you. They're just $100 phones from Walmart, and they
put out the prettiest.
But I think it's because we just tuned the lighting down a little bit on the video. Gives it that sexy vibe to it. And we have a new one, Inquiline. I believe I said that name, or Inquiline. Welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. It's lovely to have you in here with us. Craig says he's 40 away. 40 away from 1K. Wow. We should be able to get you there by next week, Craig. And if you can, pump out some shorts of that big old puppy you got. That should get you there in no time. Have you seen his horse of a dog? He's so adorable. I love it. Love it so much.
Somehow or another, and these dog videos, these dog shorts have popped up too, because Butterfly looks at my channel, because we use my channel for her, and that way I can see what she's seeing. And so she watches that all day long, So.
That's very cool. And where are you at now, Miss Didi? I haven't looked at your numbers.
Oh, I'm at 355.
355?
Yeah, it's not nothing for me, but Butterfly, we made a video using Lola. She started off with she did a tank tour of this 125. Of course, I can't put it on my channel because mine's not for kids, and then after she finished it, she said, and now live in the fish den is Lola, and she jumped on the floor and started interviewing Lola, the dog.
I loved it so much. I loved it so much. Eric gave me major vibes because the apparently kid is from PA, actually from the area that I lived in. So he was on the news forever. The little ginger kid that would just constantly say, and apparently, she gave me that vibes when she just took off and started interviewing Lola and talking about things. But that was so cool. And then she she shouted out your channel and said, come and subscribe. I was like, wow, she's a little YouTuber in training.
She said, thank you for all the subscribers. She said, how many do you have, Didi?
Yeah. Interviewing you.
That day. So she said, 350. She just went on like, have a great day, a great month, a great Tuesday or whatever. She was just all about it.
Yes, that was so very cool.
It was fun, and
I got to see a different side of her through that. Like she seemed to it opened her up a little bit, and that was so very cool to see.
That's how she does. She all of a sudden it's like a different person,
and
it's like because she comes boom, boom. Then she comes in.
Hello,
oh, look at this and look at that and look at, and then And normally when you try to get her to do anything. And I took this microphone off and let her hold it in her hand. Oh, that like set her afire.
She was all of a sudden the 6 o'clock news reporter. We're live here on the scene.
She wanted to look at herself. I said, don't look at yourself. You got to look at the camera.
Yeah. I loved it.
That was fun. I had a good time. She smiled and I, we had a good night.
Well, maybe she'll get into those types of projects as well. They're so fun. Oh, and hello, Stephen P. Welcome.
And we have a lot about the fish tanks.
Yeah. She does. She named all those fishies so well. I mean, she needed help with a few ones, but she was invested in finding a couple, and you're like, we're just going to have to leave those for another time.
She can go to almost every tank and tell you what's in them.
Yeah, that's very cool because I can't do that here with the fish.
If she don't have any questions, she can't find or remember, she's ready to move on.
Yeah. But we have 2 minutes left in our live already before we head on over to Kelly's. Oh my goodness. But I was going to say, hashtag. Yes, there we go. That's the word. Hashtag. That's the word. What do you guys think hashtag should be for Kelly's soap chemistry lesson this evening? Because I was thinking it'd be silly to be like zestfully fresh.
Or it's clean as square.
But Skull is suggesting hams.
Or hashtag Bunny loves hams.
Geek Boy says Dom Didi.
Oh Lord, no. It's so far away from the truth.
Hams is funny. I like ham Skull. Jeremy says blowing bubble.
Tiny bubbles.
That works on so many levels. I really like that. I think that's going to be our hashtag. It's going to be hashtag blowing bubbles over to Kelly's stream this evening. But Miss Didi, is there anything you'd like to say before we head on over to Kelly's stream?
Well, y'all, the winter's almost behind us. Just keep looking forward. Help each other. Be positive.
Yes. Yes. And Miss Didi, thank you for joining me this evening, as you do every Thursday. I love having you up here as my bestie, my partner in crime, and just thank you for helping derail the train along with me. I love you so very much. And Maud, thank you for all the hard work that you do, whether it's dropping the links of the random things we talk about, or deleting those bots and trolls and keeping us in chat safe and everything at peace. We greatly appreciate that. And to those who are watching us, whether you are here participating, lurking, or replay crew, we love all of you, and we cannot wait to be back here with you next Thursday on the Hot Mess Express, the 91st episode. Oh my goodness, we're getting so very close to 100 episodes here. Why are you guys here? I love you so much. I love you all so very much. And like I say at the end of every live stream, your loved ones, call them today. Let them know you love them. If you're lucky enough to have them close, call them and give them a hug, because tomorrow was never promised, but today is a gift, a present, and use it to spread a little love. And like also, it never hurts to be a little kind. So gosh darn it, go forth and be kind, people. And we'll see you over at Kelly's stream on hashtag blowing bubbles. We love you all. We hope you have a fantastic weekend. We'll see you back here next week. Love you. Be safe. Bye.
Here is her mom. Here is her baby.
What's that? Is that a snail? Snail. What about that? Is that the cat? Bailey calls them the cat. You gonna give them kisses?
Did you just give the fishy a kiss? Oh.